Today, yoga for muscle cramps. That's what we're working on. And ideally, we're thinking about elongating ourselves into our postures and tightening up and keeping some tension in the body in some of the postures that we're doing, especially downward facing dog. Arms are outstretched and you're thinking about how tight the arms are as you press into the mat, your shoulders, your core being in, you're thinking about the tension you're holding into the body. But for muscle cramps, you might get a muscle cramp in this class, and you might get it regularly, depending on some of the postures you're doing. We're all built a little differently, so it's something to think about. Okay, let's get rolling. We're going to start in Tadasana and standing in our mountain pose. So the feet, of course, can be together or slightly apart. Your call here, how you want. Go ahead and lift all 10 toes. Try to spread the toes out. And then take the toes out and down as if you're gripping the mat. The legs are firm, stomach is in, chest is soft. Shoulders, bring them up, take them back, drop them down. Fingers are energized towards the floor and your chin is slightly tucked. Groovy. From here, our Ujjayi Pranayama breath. So we're breathing in and out through the nose. Try to keep the mouth closed. And you're dragging the air along the back of the throat. It might actually cause a slight snoring sound, and that's fine. All right, as we continue, breath and movement. With an inhale, bring the arms up, inhaling the whole way. Exhale, bring the arms down. Inhale. Exhale. One more, inhale, arms up. Keep the arms up. Hands are shoulders width apart, palms facing each other, and just reach the fingers up towards the sky. Your core, your stomach is in, your heart lifts towards the ceiling. We get a little light in the feet here as we reach up for the ceiling, and your gaze can be neutral, straight ahead here. If you can take it up without any issue in your neck, that's fine. Reach up and extend. Come on, give me 1 more centimeter, reaching. And from here, bring the fingers together, palms up, and press the palms up again towards the ceiling. Hey, bring those arms back just a little bit. So maybe they're next to your ears or slightly further back. We have a small back bend going on. So we're still reaching the sternum, the heart towards the ceiling. The palms are a lot closer. You're reaching and extending, and you're still breathing in and out through the nose. Nice deep inhalations here. 1 more breath in, please. And with the exhale, bring the arms down and bring the hands behind you or your arms behind you. And we're reaching for opposite elbows. And I'm grabbing my forearms and then walking my fingers to my elbows. If you can't grab your elbows, that's fine. Holding on to your arms, your forearms is just as groovy. Now, an optional pose here is reverse prayer hands. So prayer hands typically are here, but if you can do this behind you, bringing the fingers up in between the shoulder blades, great. I typically start by bringing my hands together behind me. So I cross my thumbs, and then I bring my fingertips to my waistline, and then roll my hands down. So the outer edges of my hand are against the body, the thumbs are out, as you can see. And then from there, I know I just look silly as I try to hop or whatever, and bring those hands up higher. Tight shoulders, and this is yet another posture that if we worked on it regularly, yes, your hands would be in between your shoulder blades. And I know some of you right now have your hands behind your shoulder blades. But you know what? If this is too much, this works just as well. And we're working on most of the same muscles anyway, so that's what we're gunning for. All right, with your grip or with your hands in reverse prayer hands, keep the shoulders back. We're still standing tall. Core is in and your heart lifts, your chest is out a bit. Good, give me 2 deep breaths here. 1 more deep breath in. Let's make it 1 more. We got this. 1 more in. And with your exhale, drop your arms down, shake them out. Okay. a nice easy forward fold. Those hands can rest on top of your thighs. Keep the knees soft as we do a forward fold. And those hands can just run down the legs. Keep your head relaxed as you reach for the mat, top of the feet, or the shins. So the head's relaxing, just let it hang, no pressure here, no tension in the neck. Great. Hey, if you can't reach the mat, top of the feet is fine, or your shins, absolutely fine. If you have the really tight hamstrings and a bad back, and or either one, keep the knees soft. So give me a small bend in the knees. That's absolutely fine. Okay, bring it up halfway. Give me a flat back. All right, let's make this active, folks. So pull that stomach in. Chest comes forward. Imagine having a tea tray on your back. You don't want to spill the tea. Shoulders are away from the ears. So you're actively, pulling those shoulders away from the ears. You feel your torso extend a little more over the mat. All right, give me an inhale. Exhale, slide the hands down the legs, reaching for the mat again. Grooving. And I want you to roll up now. So bend the knees and just roll up one vertebra at a time. The head hangs, the arms hang. Bring it up nice and slowly. Hands to hips, small back bend. Pelvis forward, lift the heart again. So we do another back bend. Oh, that's nice. And we bring it up, release the hands. Okay, breath and movement. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Give me a nice deep fold as we reach for the mat, top of the feet or shins. Come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Lift up, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reverse your swan dive, reach up, lift. Exhale, forward fold, bring it down. Looking good. Halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach up, arms come up, and exhale your arms to the sides. Nice, okay. Chair pose, Utkatasana. From here, from mountain pose or Tadasana, bend the knees slightly. Those hands are resting on the legs. The hips are coming back. Take a glance down. Make sure you can see at least some of your toes beyond the knees. If you can't, I don't want the knees that far in front. I'd rather the knees, your lower leg is almost, perpendicular to the mat. So we're coming back more in the seat. The weight is going into the heels. All right, so if your torso's down really low, let's try to bring the torso up. You're gonna feel that in your low back. And let's get the arms engaged. Arms are reaching up. Now, you may be a little higher than me, legs slightly more elongated, and that's fine. Maybe a little lower. Work it from where you are today, please. And remember your variations on your arms. Up, parallel to the mat, or hands at heart center, depending on how your shoulders are today. All right, let's go a little deeper if we can. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold, reaching for the mat. Nice, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, arms come up. It's a reverse swan dive, so reach up. Keep your arms shoulders width apart, your hands shoulders width apart, and sit down. One more, chair pose. It's also known as awkward pose. Fingers, if able, fingers are energized, reaching for the ceiling. We're sitting back a little more. That's it, we got this. Okay, yep. We're getting a little warm now, maybe breaking a small bead of sweat or perspiration or whatever you want to call it. I know some of you don't sweat at all. I do. So inhale, exhale, forward fold. Come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Reverse your swan dive. Lift up, reach up, and exhale your arms to the sides. Nice. Shake it off, please. Okay, we've got some warrior postures we're gonna do. We're gonna step into warrior 1 and warrior 2. We'll come back to Tadasana and then do the other side. So starting in mountain pose, let's start with the right leg back to warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. We have a slight bend in that left leg. Chest and pelvis favor the front of the mat. The outer edge of that right foot is pressing into the floor. Arms are up, we're reaching up. Good. This is warrior one. So not as much pressure in that left foot that's in front. You maybe feel it more so in that right ankle, right foot. Keep the fingers energized, the arms reaching up. All right, inhale. Exhale into warrior two. We twist a little to the right. Arms open up. So now chest and pelvis favor the right side of the mat. Hands are equal to or slightly higher than the shoulders. Great. So here, my feet actually open up a little wider. Center of gravity comes down just a little, making it work. Good. Inhale. Exhale, release the arms. Step up to Tadasana. From Tadasana, let's take the left leg back into warrior one. Arms come up, slight bend in that right leg. Good. And make some corrections as necessary to make sure the chest and pelvis are facing the front. That left hip is nice and tight as you're reaching up. And that's because your left glute's engaged. Nice. We've got this. Double check yourself. Make sure everything's happening. You can glance around, see what's happening and what's not happening in the body. All right, from warrior one, let's twist a little to the left into warrior number two. Shoulders should be warm now. We're working it. Groovy. Once again, my feet open up a little wider. Center of gravity's coming down. If you're gonna do it, make it count. Good. Give me one more breath here, please. And on your exhale, release the arms. Step up to the front. Nice. Okay, let's try that again. Warrior one, two, then we'll go into triangle and extended side angle. So from Tadasana, take the right leg back into warrior one. 2 breaths here. Open to warrior two. Twisting a little to the right. Nice. Couple corrections here. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more in. And on the exhale, lengthen the front leg. Lean forward and rotate the arms. Utthita Trikonasana, or triangle. So that left hand may reach the floor, or if not, it can rest on the left leg. Don't put too much pressure there. Use your core. Try to get the arms aligned so they're perpendicular to the floor. If you've got your balance, look up at the ceiling. Of course, if you don't have your balance, look at that left foot. That's fine. Give me 1 breath here. And on the exhale, look down for balance. Bend that left leg. You can put your left elbow on that left knee. Bring the right arm up and over. Extended side angle. This is, of course, a variation. If you're good to go with that left side, bring the left fingertips towards the mat. Now, do not put a lot of pressure on the mat. You can use a block. You can have a block extend yourself down to the mat, but I still do not put a lot of pressure there. I want you to use your core. We're rolling the right shoulder back a little bit. Some of you may not be as deep into this as I am, and that's fine. Work from where you are. All right, give me a breath in. On the exhale, look at the left foot. Give me 1 more breath in. On the exhale, bring the right arm down and step up. We'll come back into Tadasana. We'll try that same set on the other side. So from Tadasana, or mountain pose, take the left leg back to warrior one. Reach up and extend. We're here for 2 breaths. And on the exhale, rotate into Virabhadrasana 2. Same. Center of gravity goes down, hands equal to or just a little higher than the shoulders. Nice. Give me 1 more breath in. And on the exhale, lengthen the front leg. Lean forward a little and rotate the arms. Once again, some of you will have your fingertips near the mat or on the mat or on a block or just a little higher. If you feel that top shoulder, your left shoulder coming forward, just bring the torso up. Re-engage that core and lift. That's it. You can even take your gaze up to the ceiling, challenge yourself. Nice. All right, 1 breath here. On the exhale, look down at the right foot, bend the right knee, take the right elbow to the right knee, and bring the left arm up and over. So your left bicep is near the left ear. Good. Hey, keep that left arm strong as it reaches up and out towards the front of the mat. Roll the left shoulder back a little bit, rolling your whole torso to the left a little. And of course, the right fingertips, you can extend the right arm to the mat. If you've got the flexibility and the strength, go ahead and do it. That right hand is on the inside or outside of the right leg. I'm not picky. Good. One more breath in. And on the exhale, look at the right foot. One more breath in. Exhale, bring the left arm down, torso up, and let's step up. Doesn't have to be pretty here. We'll just step up and shake it off. Woo, so far so good. Come back to Tadasana. Next up, Warrior One, Warrior Two, and a wide leg forward fold. So from Tadasana, bring the right leg back to Warrior One. Give a second here to get into your best posture. And now we'll open into Warrior Two. Groovy. From Warrior Two, give me one breath in. And on the exhale, hands to the hips, your left leg, left toes face the right, and pigeon toe. So bring the toes in, heels come out a bit. Inhale, lean back a little. Exhale, forward fold, and release your hands to the mat. Now, if you cannot reach the mat, your hands can rest on the legs. That's fine, or keep your hands on your hips. You can also take the feet a little wider in an effort to reach the mat, or use a block in between your hands and the mat. All right, keep the head relaxed here. Keep the legs long and strong. We're doing great, feeling pretty good here. Elongation along that lower back. Can you feel it in your legs, of course? Couple of breaths here. Give me one more breath in. And on your exhale, walk the hands forward just a bit. We're walking the hands forward until we have something of a flat back. And if you have a block and you still have a hard time reaching the floor, you can put your hands on the block. Now, let's do a twist. Take your left hand, left arm, left hand to left hip. With your left hand on your left hip, turn the torso to the left. That's it. We're trying to look at the ceiling again. That left hand stays on the hip, or you can extend it straight up. Your choice. If you're having some shoulder issues here, don't sweat it. Keep the left hand on the hip and just continue to twist the torso. We're here for 2 more breaths. One more breath in. And on the exhale, bring the hand back down to the mat. And let's heel, toe, the feet together. Heel, toe, the feet together. And we start to roll up. Hands come to legs. Bringing it all the way up to standing. And come to the front of the mat. Okay, this same cycle on the other side. Warrior One, Warrior Two, and wide leg. So from Tadasana, left leg back to Warrior One. Ooh, a little shaky there. But we regain our balance, regain our center, and from Warrior One, we open to Warrior Two. So we're looking over the right arm, even though the chest and pelvis favor the left side of the mat. Nice. You're looking good. One more breath in. On the exhale, hands come to hips. Right toes face the left. Good. And we're pigeon toe. We do the pigeon toe again. So the heels are going out a bit, toes are coming in. This time, clasp your hands behind you, please. Good. Inhale, lean back, extend the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Bring those arms up and over. Now, at a minimum, keep the hands off of your butt. Now, if you can't do that, grab a towel or a strap, put it in between your hands. Putting some space in between will open up the shoulders a bit and enable you to go a little deeper with this whole posture. Now, if you Google this, Pastirita Padastasana, or a wide leg forward fold, you'll see some of those folks with their hands quite literally on the floor over their heads. And if you're laughing really hard right now, just be careful. Don't want any injuries at home. But you'll be able to do this. We can both do this, but we just have to work at it on a regular basis. For right now, enjoy where you are. You're doing great. Legs are long, head's relaxed. We're breathing. Eyes are open. Make sure you know what's happening here. Closing your eyes. And this posture is the #1 cause of forward rolls. Okay, one more inhale. Exhale, release the hands to the mat and walk your hands forward to give you a bit of a flat back. All right, let's twist this puppy on the other side. Right hand to right hip and twist to the left. I stand corrected. Twist to the right. And I just grab the block underneath my left hand. A little bit of altitude here, and I'm able to twist a little deeper. Right hand stays on the hip, or you can extend it up towards the ceiling. Now, even in this posture, if you're having a hard time reaching the floor, yes, please, a block, phone book, whatever you need to get a bit of a flat back and do this posture. We're here for one more breath. And on your exhale, release the hand back to the mat and heel toe the feet together. Heel toe the feet together. Hands to legs as we start to roll up. Come back to the front of the mat to Tadasana. Great. All right. 3 breaths right here in Tadasana, mountain pose. Find your center again, please. Nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. One more breath in. And from here, inhale the arms up all the way. Exhale, give me a swan dive down towards the mat. Come up halfway with the breath. And exhale, hands down and walk the feet back to downward facing dog. So your feet walk back to your best posture here, downward dog. We're working the heels towards the mat. Hands are about shoulders width apart, wider if necessary. Heads relaxed in between the arms. Good. Let's walk it out, please. Lift one heel, lower the other. All right, looks good. Okay, come on, lift those heels off the mat. How few toes can you be on? Nice, and heels come down. All right, ground down into this posture, folks. So you feel your fingers are spread, but you're favoring the pinky. You feel the pressure evenly spaced on your hands as they press into the mat or the carpet, wherever you are. You're trying to press the whole of the feet onto the mat. If your heels are not quite on the mat, that's fine. We're going to keep working it till the heels are flat, the feet are flat all together. Your legs are long. Your core is in. Breath is steady. One more breath in. On the exhale, Balasana, Child's Pose. Bring the knees down. Feet are flat. You can fold your arms if you'd like, or swing your arms to the sides. Give yourselves 3 breaths right here. Just try to relax completely into Child's Pose with 3 deep breaths. Looks good. I'm liking it. All right, from here, let's bring it up to all fours. And we're gonna have a seat into Konasana. So with Konasana, we're seated, legs open. That's it. Open the legs up as far as you can. And of course, you can do this against the wall. So if you're facing the wall, you're facing the wall with your feet on the wall, maybe your heels on the wall, and then just measure that distance you have to the wall. With time, legs open up even more. Okay, you know where we're going here. Walk the fingers forward, bring that torso down. We are here. We got 1 nice minute right here, folks. So walk the fingers forward, hang out. We got this. Some of you may have your elbows on the ground already. That's fine. Some of you may be laid out on the floor all together. If you're more than, say, 2/3 of the way down, do me a favor, do yourself a favor. Flex the feet, engage all the muscles of the legs there, and keep the tension there. And of course, for those of us that are still working our way down, keep those arms, keep some tension in the arms as you walk your fingers forward. Keep the head neutral here. No need to put tension on the neck. You're doing good. Hang right here and breathe. Never forget the breath. In and out through the nose. All right, we're almost there. Give me one more deep breath in. And on the exhale, slowly bring the torso up. We'll go a little extra slower for those of you that were laid out on the floor already. Great. Hands next to the hips. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down as we lift the heart towards the ceiling. Nice. Getting a little bit of compression in the back. And recover. Great. One at a time or together. Bring those legs in. And let's shake them out a bit. Okay, I'll rearrange myself on the mat just a bit here. All right, we may need a strap for this one. We're going to do Janu Shirshasana, but we're going to do it a little differently. So let's start with the left leg. Bend the left leg, push it out to the side. The left foot presses into the right leg. And as I said earlier, if you're having any issues with that left knee, you can always put a block underneath it. Now, from here, for Janu Shirshasana, we normally come forward and we're pretty much trying to lay down over that leg. This time, we're going to keep the heart up and forward. So if you can reach the toes, keep your chest up, keep your head neutral, but we're looking slightly higher over the plane for our upward facing Janu Shirshasana. If you're having a hard time reaching the foot and using a strap, same. Chest forward. Keep your eyes up instead of looking down and folding over the leg. This is how we're doing it. So let's get into it. Whether you have a strap or a towel over that foot or you're able to grab it with your fingers, hang in there. We're here for 5 breaths, folks. 5 breaths. That's it. So we're keeping the tension on the arms as we bring the torso forward, but not down. That's it. 2 more breaths. And with that last breath, release your grip, roll up slowly. And let's bring that left leg out, shake it out a bit. And switch sides. So bend the right leg, bring it down. And this is a tight one for me, so I'm gonna put a block underneath my right leg. And I'll use a strap for that left foot. Okay, we got it. For everyone else who's not using a strap, you're grabbing your foot. You can even grab your wrist on the other side of your foot, but still, head is forward, chest is forward. We're not lying down on that left leg. All right, let's do it. Inhale deep, exhale, pull a little deeper. Use your breath with this one, folks. So as you exhale, you create a little space, occupy it, move into it. That's it. We're holding this posture for a few breaths here. So find a nice balance here. And remember, if things get a little tight, especially with the leg that's bent, feel free to extend the leg. You don't have to keep it as is, okay? In other words, kick the leg out. Almost like Konasana, we're kicking the leg out here, but we're still bringing the torso forward. Because my focus here is what's happening in that left leg and lower back as opposed to what's happening in the right knee. That's it. We're almost there, folks. 3 more breaths. Nice and deep. Last breath in. And on your exhale, roll up slowly. Oh, looks good. Bring the leg in. Shake the legs out a bit. Let's get going. Navasana. Boat pose. Come on, we got this. Boat pose. Bring the legs up. Feel free to bend the legs initially here. Arms are out. If you're having a really, really bad day, 1 or 2 hands behind the knees to give you some support as you're using boat. But we're working on the core. Doing our best here on the core. Arms are out. And yes, extend 1 or maybe both legs. Keep working it. The more we do this, the sooner we get comfortable into this groove where the legs are extended. That's it. We got 3 more breaths right here. Legs extended or bent, your call. That's it. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Nice. Only one more of those, and we'll press on. Oh, you're ready already? Okay, fine. Let's do it. Let's bring it on. Legs are up. Go and keep your legs bent if you really, really have to. But if you want to go for it, I mean, today is always the day. That's it. Looking good, folks. 5 breaths, 5 inhalation cycles. So we're breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Last breath in. Exhale. And we're still here. And recover. Okay, good. Wow, nice. Shake the legs out a bit. And we're coming on to all fours. All fours. Side plank. Let's do the side plank variations this afternoon. So from all fours, bring your left knee to your left wrist. Extend the right leg, spin the right foot flat, and we're gonna rotate the torso and bring the right arm up towards the ceiling. I know, it feels like triangle. But the right leg is extended, the right foot is flat on the mat. That's it. Great, you're looking good. Hey, for those of you that wanna go further, you're more than welcome. Keep the torso where it is and bring the left arm up. But don't move the torso. Keep the torso exactly where it's at and bring the left arm up. Good. One breath. On the exhale, recover. Bring the right side down. Left leg comes back. Woo. Let's do the other side. Extend the left leg. Left foot is flat. And rotate the torso to bring the left arm up towards the ceiling. And yes, if you can look up towards the ceiling without losing your balance, go ahead and do it. Give it a hand there. And of course, if you want to go further with this, keep your torso exactly where it's at, and just bring the arm up, the right arm up. If you have to bring the torso up, no, that's wrong. So give it a shot. But it does involve a little bit of core work there to be able to do that. Have fun with it. 2 more breaths. 1 more in. Exhale, recover. Whew, nice. Child's pose. Big toes together. My knees are coming apart, pushing your hips to the heels. You can fold your arms and just rest your head if you like. We're only here for a couple of breaths, 2 breaths essentially. Try to release and relax with each breath. And bring it up. Okay, it's called Parigasana, gate pose. So we'll start with, we're gonna be on our knees initially, and don't forget, if you've got bad knees or a hardwood floor, use a blanket, please, underneath your knees. We'll start with the left leg. Bring the left leg out. You can point the toes up, or you can have it flex the foot or point, either way. Left hand rest on the leg, right arm is up, and let's lean over towards the left leg. So we're still trying to keep the torso perpendicular to the mat. Keep the right arm active as it reaches up and over. Nice. You're feeling that elongation all along the right side. Looks good. 2 more breaths, please, right here. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more breath in.
Okay, I'm lost in this one.
Or Parigasana.
You're on your knee?
Yeah, I'm on my right knee. The left.
On your right, and your left leg is extended.
You got it.
And your right arm is up and over your head.
You nailed it. Yeah.
And what is that called?
Parigasana, or gate pose, G-A-T-E.
Never, I don't know. Have we done this one before?
Yeah, we have.
Oh, it hurts.
Don't worry, you'll get it. All right, let's recover from this, folks. Bring it up, arms down. Okay, I'm bringing the left leg in. Let's do the other side. So now I'm kicking the right leg out. And of course, you can flex the foot so the toes are up, or point the toes so the right foot's maybe going flat towards the mat. The right arm is just resting on the right leg. Left arm is up, and we take it over to the right side. So you're feeling this extension along the left side and a lot of the compression.
So leg right out to the side, or is it at an angle or towards the
My
front?
right arm is sort of straight and it's just resting on the right leg. The left arm is coming up and over. So I can turn a bit here for it. Maybe this works a bit better. So yeah, and we're trying to get that left arm nice and long. Your left bicep is near your left ear. And actually you're turning your head a bit. You can keep your head neutral, but sometimes we like to turn the head a little bit looking towards the ceiling. And we're keeping the action on that left arm that's overhead and reaching over to the right side. And recover. Oh, wow. And bring the right leg in and just shake it out a bit. All right. Not bad. Bridge pose. Let's get onto our backs. We'll do just a couple of bridges here as we target the lower back with this one. So as you lie down, legs are bent, heels are close to the hips, hands are down next to the feet. Okay, for this one, the first one, let's just do it the way I typically like to do it. I just want you to roll the pelvis off the mat. Just roll your hips forward until they lift just off the mat, just a couple of inches. And you'll feel the strength in the legs. So your hips are already tightening up here. Your core is in. And it doesn't feel as if we're doing that much work. Now lift your toes off the mat. So your heels are driving into the mat. Now every muscle in the legs, all the muscles in the legs are engaged and working for you. And we're supporting that lower back because that core is in. And this is really the target of this posture, is to support that lower back. Just don't let the core, your stomach, don't let it hang out there. Pull it in, keep some tension there, please. Your glutes are tight. If you don't believe me, go ahead and reach up, feel your butt. You can actually get away with saying that in yoga. All right, from here, relax the toes and roll down slowly. One vertebra at a time onto the mat. Nice. Okay, the second posture, the second bridge pose, that same one, or you can extend your way all the way up. So once again, you can roll the pelvis off the mat, just a couple of inches. Or if you want to go the way we used to do it, you can press that pelvis all the way up towards the ceiling. I actually roll my arms, my shoulder blades underneath a little bit, give you some support. And your hands can reach for the heels or the ankles, or you can clasp your hands underneath your bum. Your chin gets a little closer to the chest. And I'm walking my feet in a little bit. We're pressing up a little higher. That's it. Stick with the breath. Keep looking straight up. Don't look side to side on this one. Don't want you to injure your neck. One more breath in. Exhale, release your grip and roll down slowly. Oh, go ahead and windshield wipe the knees left and right a couple of times. And roll the knees. I want you to roll to the right, please. And we're going to come up to a comfortable seated posture. Any seated posture is fine. And once you get into your comfortable seated posture, your eyes are soft or closed. Release your Ujjayi Pranayama breath at this point and just breathe regularly and slowly. You can even get a couple of deep breaths in with your exhales through an open mouth. And then just breathe slowly. With a deep inhalation at this point, bring the arms up and overhead. Palms come together. Exhale the breath as the hands come down past your third eye to your heart center. On your continuing journey, remember always to remain kind, remain gentle, and always remember to stay fearless. Thank you, folks, for a great session this afternoon. Thank you, and namaste.